It's just about that time of the week. Time for the Weekly Weebs Podcast. Grab your friends, family, waifus, and husbandos, and join your favorite weebs for an exciting show of anime talk. Hosts Crimson, Frenchie, Wigwiki, and Zario Machini will review and suggest shows, talk about news from the industry, and tackle some of the biggest arguments in the world of anime. It's the Weekly Weebs Podcast, starting now.
Hello, hello. Hello. One more time and I'll believe you. All right.
And I'm going home right now.
Welcome to another episode of the Weekly Weebs Podcast. I am your host, Crimson. And I've got some news for you guys today, other than, the fact that, unfortunately, we are missing one of our guys. He is out sick. Hopefully he gets feeling better soon.
Sorry.
My news...
I'm not.
Sorry, I'm thirsty for you.
My news today involves Blue Lock. We are finally getting Season 2.
Something Crimson never has. Am I right?
Yeah.
High five.
As of this recording, this episode is going to be... or not this episode, this season is going to be coming out on October 5th. So that's going to be this literal weekend as of recording. So it's getting close, and I'm excited for it. I still need to watch the movie.
There's a movie?
You didn't know that? It's following Chisaki, I believe is his name. It's Drew Brelove's character.
Okay, maybe we'll watch
I thought it was the white-haired character.
It is the white hair character.
Okay, maybe we'll watch the movie and the first episode.
I don't know if it's on Crunchyroll, to be honest, yet.
Look, I'll Google it. You keep talking.
Yeah.
Nope.
That was kind of it. I'm excited for Season 2. Season 1 was fucking awesome.
Dude.
And I'm looking forward to seeing more of it. I'm looking forward to the dub of it, which I know I probably won't get to because of how we're wanting to place our episodes with the release times of Blue Lock. But I might end up rewatching it just to watch the dub and listen to our good old friend Drew talk again.
It was so cool having him on
It was.
November last year. Speaking of which, November's coming up in like a month, guys.
It is.
Yeah.
We're having our give back kickback later this month. We're going to have a bunch of prizes. We're going to have a good time. As always, we're going to have some food, fun, games.
And then it'll be time for another raffle.
But yeah, we're getting close to that. We're getting close to Nerdvember, so stay tuned. Keep an eye on our socials, and we'll be keeping it updated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now then, gentlemen, it has been joked about for the last several months. It has been discussed, kind of, in the last several months. We are finally doing a flashback episode. But
I'm never doing one of these again, by the way. This was a waste of my time.
Unless it's with a good show.
No, because I don't want to rewatch it unless I want to do it for fun.
Fair. We are going to take a blast to the past from our not our worst episode, the worst ranked show that we have, Sky Wizards Academy.
I gave this thing a fucking 25. I don't think it improved.
Yeah, I would say we're going to be talking today about Sky Wizards Academy, and is it as bad as we remember it to be when we first watched it?
I'm going to preface this with one statement. Crimson.
I'm Crimson.
2 days ago, I found out that my grandmother has a brain tumor that will probably kill her.
Oh, no. Why do I feel like there's going to be a really bad joke?
Rewatching this show was the worst thing that happened to me this week.
And you didn't even watch all of it.
No, I didn't. And you said that was fine.
No,
I watched the first couple episodes and I watched the last two. And even their recap reminded me of like what everything happened. And I was like, wow, even the recap is fucking bad. Oh my God. Cole, Crimson, buddy.
I'm Cole Crimson, buddy.
You assigned this show to begin with, and then you wanted us to rewatch it. holy shit. Does this plot not make any fucking sense?
No, it does not. This plot still does not make any sense. Again, it goes back to the concept of the idea could have been better by a landslide.
The plot idea that when you die, everyone forgets who you are is a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, that is
idea.
A fucking awesome idea.
And the execution was a -4.5.
I am curious though, because our other lowest ranked show was Corpse Party.
I'm not fucking rewatching that shit.
No, you're not going to. I'm not doing that. Is this show as bad as Corpse Party, or
yes, because
worse?
Corpse Party is at least like a coherent plot the entire way.
But
Skywoods
it's 4
is
episodes.
Yeah, but it has a plot that makes sense. It's not good
By any means.
Dude, there are, I think it was a full 2 episodes devoted to the red-haired girl, who's arguably the best character among the 4.
In Skywizards.
Yes, in
Okay.
Skywizard Academy. Because there's Kaneda and then the 3 that I don't fucking remember any of their names because they're not important.
Kinda the goddess, the airhead, and the shy girl.
Yeah. The team leader, the fire team leader, the redhead,
Mhm.
probably the best character of those 3. We actually get some background with her mom. Really cool plot point of that. But then the entire point of them entering the contest was so that way the team wasn't disbanded, but all they talked about was winning the weapons, even though there's 2 fucking episodes devoted to her explaining why she doesn't want to change weapons.
Yeah.
And also, the weapons were supposed to be like custom made for the fire team that won. How did they get destroyed when they didn't know who won yet?
Yeah, there's a lot of plot holes in this show.
Go off, King.
I fucking hate this show
Go off.
so much. The fucking goddess girl, dear God, did I want to snap her neck the first time around. This time, I wanted to snap her neck and kick her head off.
Far.
This show has one of my favorite voice actresses in it, in Tia Ballard. And it's so...
Why the fuck did you sign up for this?
I would love to
such
ask her that
a
question.
waste. I would
Hey,
rather
money's money,
watch
man.
every episode of Fairy Tail subbed than rewatch this show again.
I will say this, that doesn't say much considering the newest stuff that they've been popping out has actually looked pretty interesting.
But Crimson, that means I would have to watch like 400 episodes.
You've watched over 1,000 of One Piece.
That's because One Piece is peak.
Fair. I can't argue with that one.
But that's what I'm saying, is rather than rewatching these 12 episodes again, I'd rather go watch every episode of Fairy Tail. Every episode. And again, I don't think Fairy Tail's a bad show. It's just way too long, and some of the filler and extended scenes are stupid. Gray will agree with me on that. He loves that show, but he will admit it's flawed. I would rather watch every single episode of Fairy Tail subbed without subtitles than watch these 12 episodes again.
Go off, King.
I don't think you fully grasp how much I fucking hate this show.
I mean, I have a general idea based on your reaction.
How much money would someone have to pay you to watch her again?
I would probably do it just in general. I'm just saying what I would rather do. I would rather get a tattoo of that one fucking guy's butthole that you keep showing me every goddamn time I open a message from you. I would rather get a tattoo of his asshole on my forehead than watch this show again.
For real?
Yes. Would I probably still watch the show again versus get that tattoo to my forehead? Yes. I'd watch the show again. But I'm going to complain the whole time. The animation is actually pretty solid in this show.
Minus the 3D animation,
The
which
3D
is garbage.
Oh, dude, I even forgot about that because I watched like the first couple episodes like a couple weeks ago.
The 3D animation was garbage.
Dude, the first scene is so bad.
Yeah, it is.
The fucking beetles or whatever the fuck they're called. Why? We know nothing about the background of this, and then they explain nothing, and there's no good fights. Like,
I noticed when I was rewatching this show again, just how bad the 3D animation was, because there were moments where like the gang of four were like up in the air or something talking, but it was in like a moment where they were supposed like it was going to be a fight scene or whatever, and they were 3D animated, but it looked horrible.
Dude, these people can literally fly without their weapons. How are they losing to bugs? Like, Kaneda, and the first fucking episode is playing this out that Kaneda's making a huge fucking sacrifice, and then it just cuts before that fight finishes, and then the next time we see him, he's being called a traitor. I literally had to Google and do research to find out why the fuck he's called a traitor, because they never address it. And I didn't even find an exact answer. I found a hypothesis of a theory of why he's called a traitor. And that's because he, after completing that mission, refuses to go out on more missions. It's like he was willing to sacrifice himself so all these people could get back. And then at the end of the firefight and the tournament, they're all talking about, oh, that's Kaneda for you. That's trash anime for you. Fuck the show.
And they still never explain how he was affected by the beetle powers.
Dude, I don't even remember the fucking beetle powers.
I don't either.
I just... And the fact that the only villain in the show is some stalker guy who gets imbued powers and then tries to kill the girl that he's stalking. What? And then he doesn't even die. She throws a lance through his body. And then he just like evaporates and looks like he dies. And then he's just in a hospital bed. She came down in a bubble, bro.
She yeeted his ass with a lance, bro. Anything else, my child?
The two girls with blue hair look way too much alike. I think they're even sisters, but I couldn't tell you which one is fucking which.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that, oh, this pervert, it's like, it's such an unneeded plot point. And, like, there's actually some cool things to it. Like, the fact of him making her go be a waitress to help her learn how to, like,
deal with social anxiety.
And be able to perform in stressful situations, be helped up by her team. Why the fuck does she need to be in a maid outfit? Why the other girl have to be in a fucking bunny outfit?
The bunny outfit, I have no answer for. The maid outfit does make a little sense because it's one of those things where she's already, like, kind of uncomfortable around people, but, like, by being able to be in a maid outfit and also be able to deal with people is kind of a big step of dealing with that social anxiety, because you're not only dressed awkwardly for something like this, but you're also dealing with something that you're not normally used to.
But also, they've been calling you a perv for 3 episodes.
Oh, no, that that does not help his case.
And the first episodes when he ran into him, they were all like, you fucking perv. Just because of the circumstances. Oh, yeah. Now I can't eat this fucking toast because it's got my jams on your jam. You know what I'm saying?
And then he's just trying to clean his pants, and she's calling him a perv. It's like, girl, go do your homework. Stop staring at yourself in a fucking window.
Yeah.
I hope the other people on the other side of the window were about to kill her.
Do you think that this show would have been better in other context? Because obviously,
what do you mean by other context?
So, like, obviously,
without garbage,
we know that the idea of when you die, you're forgotten. Like, we know that that's a really cool concept. That's pretty damn good writing. We know that, like, obviously, like, if there's a city in the sky being attacked by something,
to quote Donald Trump, they have the concepts of an anime.
They really do.
They're eating the cats.
They're fighting the Beatles.
Yeah, I mean, this show, again, the concept is there. The concept has always been there with this show, I feel. There are many concepts for this. There's ideas, but the execution for this show just did not land, hence why there's no season 2 and why I've never seen anything about the manga.
How do people like this show?
Because they haven't seen good anime?
Like... But it has a decent rating on, like, I think IMDb in my anime list. Like, I'm gonna look that up really quick. But I'm
when did
pretty
this
sure,
show come out?
Like 2015 or something.
Let me see. Yeah, 2015. It's a light novel series.
It has a 4.3 out of 5 rating on Crunchyroll,
And a 6.4 out of 10 on IMDb.
which, like, that's at least a little more accurate. But a 4.3, guys, that is an 86%.
From 2,320 people.
Prove it.
4.3 times 2 is 8.6. Times 10 is 86 out of 100.
Damn, he just mathed you the fuck up.
Check it out.
What if I just said 4.3 times 20?
I would have believed anything you told me.
Oh, yeah, 4.3 out of 5. 57% of the audiences gave it a 5.
This was rated by 2,000.
Crunchyroll.
57%?
So out of 2,328 ratings, 57% gave it a 5, 26% gave it a 4, 12% gave it a 3, 4% gave it a 2, and 4% gave it a 1.
Well, you know who else is giving it a 1 right now?
You.
2,328 number ratings?
Yep.
2,328 times
I always
557.
forget.
I put our rating in there at 1 because I share your Crunchyroll.
Roughly 1,327 people that voted on Crunchyroll are mentally deranged.
You know what's crazy? There's no comment section on these episodes.
There used to be.
It's not pulled up on mine.
You know what's really gross too?
I'm gonna go through and dislike every single episode real quick.
So you know how like Funimation, when you used to be able to go in, it would show like all the like a bunch of different anime in it.
Yeah.
It was one of the featured ones that was the most visible on the home screen. Was a screen capture of Kaneda and the redhead girl. Why do people like this show? If you voted this a 5, don't listen to our podcast anymore.
No, Jack Wang!
Jack Wang's more intelligent than that.
Kalikawa Pictures really dropped the ball with this one. What else did they work on?
They didn't write the fucking plot.
Has Jack Wang even seen this show?
Correct, they didn't write the plot, but they did the animation, and the animation was not that good.
Yeah, but it's 3D animation 2015. I'm willing to give him a little bit of a pass.
They did Jobless Reincarnation. They did Konosuba.
Jabba's reincarnation is fucking good.
They
as
did
shit.
Bungo Stray Dogs. They did Weathering with You. Made in Abyss. They did a lot.
And then this.
They did Your Name. You're welcome. He unplugged!
Did you just say they did Your Name?
They did Your Name.
The same studio that made Skywars' Academy.
Yep.
Can we talk about the fact that those two movies are only a year apart? Your Name came out in 2016. This came out in 2015.
They also did ReZero. And It Invaded.
I really like ReZero. I'm like 5 episodes or 10 episodes in. It's really good.
Yeah, but they made Skywars' Academy.
Again, I'm not going to hold it to Kadokawa because they didn't write the plot. They didn't do the voice act. Also, the voice
They also
acting is
did
not
Overlord
good.
and Shield Hero. The voice acting could have been better. My issue with here's my issue with the voice acting.
It exists.
The Kaneda is supposed to be like what, 16, something like that, like a year or two older than the other chicks.
Dude, I could not.
Why that
fucking
man
tell
sound
you.
like he a teacher in his 30s?
I don't know. Why the plot sound like? That's what the plot sounds like.
Well, yeah.
Because it's literal.
I
Visually
wouldn't-
gross.
I wouldn't call the plot more than how they wrote it and how they sequenced it. Because you just got done saying that there were a lot of good concepts that could have been good.
No. There is a good concept
Okay,
about when
fair.
they die. Also, you just said, I don't think the plot's that bad outside of how they wrote it and the order they wrote it in. That's the plot.
Let me rephrase that.
They have the concepts of a plan.
The sequencing and the telling of it, if it was in any other medium, could have stood a chance. But because of how they sequenced it and how they basically screwed it up, it really took away from something that potentially could have been. I'm trying to give the show the benefit of the doubt because it's bad.
We've watched it twice now.
I know, and it's bad.
I think I hate it more.
But this show is bad, yes. But there are some good things in it, i.e., the whole thing with when you die, you're forgotten.
Yeah, but they don't expand upon it like at all. It's the one episode about her mom, and then it's just never brought up again, really.
Which that's bullshit. They should have brought it up more.
And like, why is that the case? Why can't they live on Earth anymore? Oh, they were attacked by beetles? Where the fuck did the beetles come from? What the fuck are the beetles?
It's a band.
I knew you were going to fucking answer that, too. As soon as I said it, I'm like, God damn it, I set someone up for that joke. But
Fun fact, I might have an album from the Beatles that might be worth $1,000.
Nice. Break it.
Damn. What?
Okay.
Break it.
Okay. I'm down. Jesus. I've never listened to it. It's also in very poor condition.
Oh.
So it's probably not worth that much.
Probably worth like 100.
Still breaking it. You want to know why? Because things don't hold their value. Because people ban stuff.
Are you talking about the Magic the Gathering
Shut
stuff? I was like, what are your thoughts on this show, Wiki? You've been fairly quiet
I don't
over
remember
there.
jack shit about this, and I just watched half of it.
Again.
That's fine. What do you remember from the half?
Nothing.
Alrighty then. Moving on.
Stupid fucking comment. After Canada loses to this fucking beetle-human hybrid bullshit, and he gets his ass kicked, his team almost dies, and then he gets stabbed by Yuri or whatever the fuck her name is. Blue-haired bitch number 1. No, that's a good show. Gets stabbed by the one, and he just goes, "Didn't you know? You've been playing into my hands this entire time." By your team almost dying? What a stupid fucking statement. What a stupid fucking show.
I do hate that he constantly would say, "Oh, didn't I tell you this, this, and this?" when clearly, damn well, he didn't.
You're not
That was
Joseph Joestar. Because next you'll say,
Oh my god.
I fucking hate this show. And it's not even to take anything away from the people that worked on it or the cast of it. It's not any individual's fault. I just fucking hate this show. And I know that there are people that say the same thing about SAO, but I swear to God, the people that say, "Oh, One Piece is the worst anime," watch this fucking shit, and if you tell me One Piece is worse than this, I'm going to hit you outside the head with a fucking baseball bat. There's a weapon.
No, you gotta hit him upside the head with a beetle.
There's a weapon in Baldur's Gate called the Rat Bat. I'm going to fucking hit you with it. It's going to be the Beatles meets the Rat Pack.
I know where you find that weapon, too.
Yeah.
In the Underdark. Not in the Underdark. Fuck, it's in a dark, shadowy area in Act 2.
It's one of the
I'm still in Act 1 on my second playthrough.
It's one of the Thorms locations.
Yeah.
I'm still
I think
in
it's in the bar.
Yeah, it's in the bar with the guy that you can drink to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is how we got him to die.
Hell yeah. I accidentally started that fight, and I was like, what the fuck is happening?
What the fuck is going on? How different would you rate this show now versus when we first watched it?
I'm dropping the animation score because I noticed the 3D animation is worse.
Yep.
I might be giving it less than a 25 because the plot's just as bad. The voice acting isn't any different.
You know what?
I just have a different appreciation. You know what? Fine. I'll fucking write up some ratings for this.
You don't have to. I'm going to read off our categories. I want you to rate them as we read them. So, personal enjoyment.
1. It's the lowest we can go. It's fucking 1.
Animation.
3.
I'll give it a 4. No. I'll give it a 5 because the rest of the animation is not terrible. I will be fair. I'm going to be as unbiased as I can because I would rate everything a fucking 1.
Because I would say unbiased with the rest of the categories is kind of a thing because we have one for personal enjoyment, which that is 100% bias.
Yeah. Well,
Animation, I would also give like a 5 because it's mostly the 3D animations that just
Fuck
bad.
them. Give it a 1.
Character development.
2.
Fuck them. Give it a 1.
Are you gonna rate the show a 10?
I never said that.
Well, we only have 10 categories, my guys. So far you've given everything a 1.
He's gonna rate it a 5 twice.
Jesus Christ. Soundtrack.
3.
I hated the soundtrack this time around. Like, the first time I enjoyed the open and the close is kind of like chill. This time I was just like, I don't like this music. It doesn't fit what the concept of the show is supposed to be because it's like an upbeat, fun open and then like a chill. They're literally at war the entire time.
Yeah.
I'm having so much fun just watching him.
I honestly...
Are you having
Are
fun
you keeping
watching?
track of the
No.
score?
Fuck no.
I think I'm at an 11 right now.
That sounds about right.
I gave it a 1, a 5, a
6,
2,
8,
3.
11.
Because we've done
4 categories.
so 11.
Yeah. To be honest, I did kind of do this episode solely for him because I know how much he didn't like the first time. So I was really
You
curious
just
to see
wanted
if
to
it
make your
changed.
friend mad.
No, I really...
You
I was
just wanted to
hoping-
piss off your best friend, your husband. You wanted to go through it. You wanted to put him through this
I was
agony
really
for
hoping...
your
Feed you a
enjoyment.
fucking peanut.
I was really hoping that Higgins was also going to be here because I know how much he also didn't like this show. So I was hedging my bets that I would have more than just one
I
person
only
here.
watched 6 episodes. Think about how much content I could have if I watched the middle episodes. Because the tournament, fucking awful. The fights were so bad that even in the recap, I'm like, yeah, that's about how long they fucking took. And then the final fight in the tournament, they just, we lined them up. Oh, you fooled me once. Not gonna fool me again. Proceeds to get fooled again, you dumb bitch. You're getting your ass kicked by the worst fucking fire team. I understand they have a new teacher, but it's been like 2 weeks.
Oh,
I guess we don't really know how much time passes through there.
Too much.
I have
Just kill them all.
I have a headache.
Oh, you're about to have a bigger headache when I read off the next category. World building!
Oh my God. I have already touched on this. We don't know shit about the Beatles. But
Yes, we
apparently,
do.
They were 4 guys that made a band together.
I have posters
I
of all the
swear to
band
God, I
members
will
in my
kill myself
basement.
on air right before Nerdvember.
Please don't.
You can do Nerdvember in honor of my memory this year. This is my 13th reason, Crimson.
Thank God he hasn't hit his first 12 yet.
Episodes 1 through 12, Crimson.
Good thing you skipped half of them.
It's a 12-episode show.
Good thing you skipped half the episode.
I'm on the edge and I'm leaning forward.
Quick, just think of Happy Feet.
As I start dancing closer to the fucking edge.
No, don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge.
So I'm going to guess your world building's a 1.
The world building is so bad. I'll give it a 2 because of the one concept where they die,
Holy shit.
but we don't know shit. Also, they literally protect the city and then get charged for the damage
That was bullshit.
caused by the person that's literally still alive.
This reminds me of, this is just the worst version possible of Radiant.
Huh.
The Nemesis are the bugs. They're all in a flying city.
Except that we actually know a little bit about the Nemesis. And also, the Nemesis
never
are
thought of it.
actually
That's why I said a
just
worse version of
tortured
Radiant.
things.
I've never thought of it that
Yeah,
way.
it's a worse version
I
of
don't
Radiant.
want to compare Radiant to this fucking bullshit.
No, we're comparing Sky Wizards Academy to Radiant.
Yeah, I don't want Radiant in the conversation.
It's just a very, very terrible version of Radiant.
Yeah.
Like, basically a Temu version.
Yeah, honestly.
Temu, you can actually get decent stuff. It's like the Wish version.
Yes.
Because Wish quality stuff is
Okay,
shit.
think about it. Wizards, sorcerers. Are they called sorcerers in Radiant? I can't remember. Wizards. I think they're sorcerers.
Sorcerers.
Sorcerers, right? Same fucking thing, right? They fly. Sure. One's on brooms, one's on not. I like the broom better, per se.
Yeah, these people can fly just in general.
They use
What?
magic, right? They're fighting a monster that's attacking the city. Also, that's basically what's happening in the world.
Wait,
But except
Wiki, honey, sweetie.
yes,
You just about compared every other show with those exact same concepts to
I
each
wasn't
other.
finished.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, no, but they're not in the sky like their wizard places are.
What?
Have you watched Quidditch? That's in the sky.
Yeah, no, both of the academy, the wizard
Oh,
academy,
no, I'm trying
and
to.
the place where the wizards reside or sorcerers reside in Radiant are both in the sky.
So what you're saying is it's a worse version of Plunderer too.
And when people get charged damages, they have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Meow meow.
Meow meow.
So world building 2?
Banana, you're too black.
World building 2?
2. That's all. I'm at a 13 and we're halfway through.
Plot.
1. Moving on.
I barely even said the word.
Moving on.
VA performance.
3.
So that puts it at 15 so far. Because you're at 11 from world building. Or no, you're 11 on soundtrack. So 13, 14, 17. Art style.
3.
Why?
I literally was talking about how 2 of the characters just look the exact same. I
Oh,
understand they're
that's fair.
sisters, but what the fuck? Also, if you're not a wizard, it's just a bland art style that is in every show nowadays.
That's fair. So
There's
20.
nothing special.
So you're at 20 so far. Uniqueness.
1. It's a stalker that gets fucking powers, is the villain.
Sounds like season 2 of SAO. Or part 2 of SAO. Whatever the fuck you want to call it.
I literally was watching this earlier and I'm like, I know for a fact there are other shows like this, but I could not think of them off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just a worse version of it.
That's fair.
This show is Terraformars with magic.
Oh my god. That's a show I forgot completely about.
And you know what? The Terraformars are better because we actually know something about them.
Yeah.
They're actually a threat in the show.
Yeah, a threat. They're
They're
more than a threat.
These bugs don't make an appearance until the very end. Also, we still don't even know how Kanata beat them to begin with. Also, if one of them took out an entire swarm like that, how are they losing?
That's fair. So you're at 21.
Yes.
Recommendation.
1.
So, yeah, it's lower than your last one.
I don't even remember what the scores I gave on the last one because I was just...
You said like 25,
It was
right?
a 25, but I mean, I like the individual scores. But yeah,
Oh.
I give it a 22. I fucking hate the show even more now. Oh, give it a second chance. No, don't. Don't judge a book by its cover. Yes, don't. This show looks good from the outside. And then you watch the first episode and you're like, wow, I want to die.
Well, alrighty then. Yeah.
I feel like I threw a 32-minute temper tantrum.
A little bit, but it was fun to watch.
I'm here for it, dude.
It was fun to watch.
I fucking hate this show.
What is the number one thing you hate about this show?
Besides everything.
Like, you had to pick one thing. What's the thing that like grinds your gears the most?
Honestly, probably the shit about the fire team leader and her mom. Because it's a really cool character moment for her.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a very interesting plot concept to be able to have that idea where if you die, you disappear from history, essentially, outside of other Sky Wizards. It is such an interesting take on the idea of death. And I don't think I've seen that really before. And then you fucking ruin it by, oh, I want these special weapons that get destroyed even though they're supposed to be made custom for the winning team. I'm going to fight my teacher for 2 whole episodes about how I don't want to switch weapons because this is my mom's weapon. But then when I get the opportunity for a new fancy schmancy weapon, I'm going to be mad when I don't get the fancy schmancy weapon, even though I'm a dumb little bitch.
He just mic dropped.
That, I think, is the most annoying part, is because it's such an opportunity for her to become a good character and for Kanata to truly understand and be like a teacher and guide for his team.
And then it goes right out the window.
Yeah, and the fact that the entire show is about the worst to first concept. It's like
The zero's
The
a
sigh.
hero.
The fact that the training arc and the school festival arc are in the same first season before you establish anything is stupid.
Yeah. That's fair.
Like, I understand that, oh, well, they have to do this to be able to stay. They've done nothing wrong. They don't have good scores, but there's other E-ranked teams. Why specifically? Also, you just put this guy who's one of your strongest Sky Wizards, but everyone fucking hates, in charge of this team. If you disband the team, what the fuck are you going to do with him? Sounds like you were punishing him by having him train them.
Yeah.
It's so fucking dumb.
Well, don't worry. I won't have you rewatch it again.
I will.
Oh, my God.
13th reason, Zach. 13.
You're already there.
Yeah.
No, we
Oh,
just
he
got
already
done
said-
saying how he
Hey,
already
Hey,
skipped
13
half.
Reasons Why has a season 2. And
So
someone
it's
gets fucked
26
by
reasons.
a broom.
So
That
it's
shit was
26
fucking
reasons.
crazy. That was a good show, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I stopped watching after season 1, but season 1 was so good.
Never watched it.
That guy that was in the show is a really good actor.
Oh, the main guy?
Yeah, the main guy.
Okay.
He reminded me a lot of Logan Lerman.
Who's that?
Percy Wallflower.
Oh
Percy
yeah, he did.
Jackson.
Yeah. I can see that.
Looked a lot like him.
Wasn't he also a Maze Runner, or am I thinking of a different guy? I'm thinking of Dylan O'Brien.
Yes.
That guy was He's a great actor.
Mm-hmm.
Watched him in Teen Wolf. Awesome. And then he just got better. And then he had an accident.
Yeah.
Then he had to get better again.
Yeah. And I don't think he's come back. He did a movie that I really liked where he was like American Assassin or some shit like that, where he went undercover and he did this program in Assassin's Group for something. He trained to get revenge on somebody. Went to the Middle East and it's a good fucking movie.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I can't remember what the name of it is. I think it's called like something.
I can't remember it either.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about, though. I've seen this. I've seen like trailers and like bits of it and stuff.
I really like him as an actor a lot.
All right. Well,
I was just thinking about when Gray went on the rant about World's Finest Assassin and how much he hated it. He still gave that show a 48. I just gave Sky Wizards Academy less than half of that.
and that was on a second watch through.
I feel like on a third, it's just going to be incomplete because I'm going to blow up all of Crunchyroll. Why is this still on there?
Because it's got 2,300 votes, and 50% of that, over 50% is 5.
He's going through the 7 stages of grief.
Roughly 50% of America
'Cause now he's in denial.
voted for Donald Trump in 2020. Mistakes are made. Learn from your mistakes. Change your mind.
I don't know if that's going to happen this year.
Spoiler alert, my guy.
Did I tell you that I got They're Eating the Dogs into a sports broadcast?
Yeah, you did. That's so fucking funny.
I referenced A minor.
That song is so fucking good. I literally, sometimes I was like, I'm like in a hateful mood right now, and I play that song, and then it's so good.
This fall for sports, I have referenced that song, They're Eating the Dogs, Monsters, Inc., and Femininomenon.
Man, what a wide spectrum.
I also, not in a sports broadcast, but in my daily life, I made a Monsters Inc. reference, and the guy looked at me like I was stupid.
The score was 23-19 in volleyball last week, and I repeat, we have a 23-19. Then the same game, someone got a huge block right at the net, and I said, she said, put that thing back where it came from, or so help me.
I love that.
That is incredible.
I've been using those as volleyball references for years.
I was in the
Fuck yeah.
Monster cooler at a Quick Trip, and one of the workers came in, and I was talking to Monsters. Hey, what's your favorite Monster flavor? I was like, I don't know. Sometimes I think I'm a Sully guy, but other times I think I'm a Mike Wazowski kind of guy. And he just looked at me. He was like, what? It's like, yeah, no. I think I'm Mike Wazowski. I'm gonna go with Mike Wazowski.
That's when you hit him with that Toy Story line of, you uncultured swine.
Yeah,
I
he
would
didn't
have
know
looked
what
at
I was
him,
talking
you are a sad, strange little man.
about. I think it was just because he was so young and I'm just old.
I hate the next generation. Anyways,
You're turning out to be like our parents, Crimson. Don't talk like that.
I will say
I hate the past generation.
I really hate some of the terminology for Gen Alpha.
Skibbity
that
Skibbity toilet makes me want to drown
Phantom
myself
tax?
in said toilet. Phantom tax is kind of funny in my opinion, honestly.
having a strong yacht.
Yacht.
You know what's really funny to me is some of the slang
got
that
that
Gen and
Riz.
Z thought they came up with. That was a thing 10 years earlier in the urban communities. Like the word sus. Josh was telling me about that word in 2014, if not earlier.
We've been saying sus forever.
Yeah.
That was before Among Us came out.
And then Gen Z is like, huh, look at this new word. It's like, no, white people have just discovered this word. It's been around a lot longer, folks.
He's not wrong.
That would be like some white person in the 80s coming up with the word, yo. Sup, fam?
Got him.
I'm currently trying to convince half my family what gooning means. I told my grandma Shirley and my grandma Stephanie. I was like, yo, you guys been using the word gooning at all? They were like, no, I forgot about it. I was like, yeah, it's gooning. We're just chilling. You know, like we're at this fucking baby shower and we're gooning.
Should have told him. It's like, no, it's like when you're acting like a goon, when you're being dumb.
No, that could have been. But yeah, no, I'm trying to convince them that gooning means chilling. And I'm just trying to get my grandparents to go around saying, yeah, we're just gooning.
Jesus
And
Christ.
then they have Ohio Riz.
You can't tell me that wouldn't be funny.
I mean, that would be funny, but Jesus Christ.
You make grandparents go to church or whatever, and they just go to the pastor. Yeah, well, no, we're gonna go goon all day.
Grandma died, LOL. Do you know what LOL means? Yeah, love our Lord.
Sure.
Do you guys know what gooning means?
I feel like you've told me, but I don't remember.
I've never known really
I
to
thought it was
begin
like
with. I've
edging.
never
It's
cared
edging.
enough.
It's
Oh,
edging.
I was like, I've never cared enough about the new
Getting close to
slang.
climaxing and then not.
Oh. I know what edging is.
So I'm trying to get my grandparents to go around and saying they're gooning.
We're just gooning at church.
Now,
Just
do you
gooning
understand
with the
why it's
boys.
funny, Crimson? Dude, I never stop gooning. I goon all the time. I just
He's gooning right
I
now.
just-
He's edgy like
I just
that.
get hard and don't come.
It's just a puff of air like,
That quote was for my buddy Six Etc. right there. His cousin.
6 act.
Yeah. His cousin had a podcast on YouTube or whatever that they did. They're in high school, right? Or they were in like freshman or 8th grade or whatever. They did a podcast at their school, and they were in one of the classrooms, and they were talking about No Nut November or some shit like that, and how they just get hard and don't come.
So, anyways,
That is disgusting. And then Jake has to live with that his family is on the internet saying that at that age. So
At a school.
Now we make fun of Jake for that. That's what his bloodline is.
yeah.
Like, you have some dumb people in your family.
And that's coming from you.
Yeah. I'm pretty stupid, too.
Uh,
I literally talked about doing cocaine in front of children last year.
yeah.
On a live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not your proudest
No,
moment,
not
my
doing
guy.
cocaine. I compared to how I was feeling like being on cocaine. So I never confirmed or denied if I have or have not done cocaine, which I may or may not have done.
In the past. And that was past Zach's mistakes. And you learn from your mistakes. Like changing your vote on your rating for Sky Wizards Academy when the fucking 1,292 of you, or whatever fucking number I came up with.
2,300.
Too damn many.
50% of 2,300 something.
Let's see.
So
I
like
did the math.
1,150 people.
It was roughly 1,327 people gave this a 5 out of 5, which means 1,327 people should have their human rights revoked.
Or at the very least, watch One Piece all the way through so they can get an idea.
Straight.
Yeah. To get an idea of what
You don't
know,
get to
good
sleep
anime
until it's
is.
done.
Sit on this chair. We're taping your fucking eyelids. Here's a fucking piss bag. I just watched a scene from House where he gave himself a catheter, and that was fucking crazy.
Any
Crimson,
final thoughts?
What's
House
your
is
fucking
great.
assignment? Because I swear to God, if I ended up hating it after you made me rewatch this bullshit, I may not be on next week.
You probably won't hate it. My assignment is going to be season 2 of Mashal.
How long is it?
12 episodes.
Okay.
And it's actually pretty damn good. It does cover a lot more of what season 1 kind of built.
I'm actually super excited because they left season 1 off of a shitty moment.
Season 2 was really good, and the intro is actually a bop. Erica is obsessed with that song. And that says a lot considering she doesn't really listen to a lot of Japanese or anime songs.
Yeah. You know what I actually thought he was going to do?
What do you think I was
Was
going
the
to do?
newest season of Slime.
I would if it wasn't still ongoing.
Oh, it's still ongoing? Okay, never mind.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I've had Mashal. I've had Mashal in my back pocket for a while. Ever since it was done, I was like, I need to assign this, and I've just been waiting for the right moment.
I hope he
which is
makes
now.
more cream puffs.
I have a plan for a half sleeve that I want to do.
Is that a bunch of cream puffs?
No, it's gonna be with a bunch of different like anime stuff, like from some of my favorite shows. I am going to have Mashal's cream puff, just the cream puff with like his magic like scar, quote unquote, on it. I'm gonna have that in my half sleeve.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm like, that's too funny. And if you have, like, no context of the show, just seeing a cream puff that looks like it has a crack in it would be so fucking great.
One of my friends is doing a sleeve when he has enough money. He is a stupid diabetic, right? And he wants to basically get all of his favorite foods that he can't really eat anymore tattooed on his arm.
That's pretty cool.
He wants to start off by getting a giant cheeseburger on his hand.
Is this dire?
That's pretty cool, actually. I like that a lot.
I think he can still eat them, but he just has to take insulin.
Yeah.
I think. I don't really know how it works.
So, all right. Well, that's been our episode. Anime assignment is season 2 of Mashal.
What?
Season 2,
What?
Mashal.
Oh, what show?
Mashal.
What do you? I don't.
You
Magic and Magic and
me
Muscle.
dinner tomorrow. Yay!
But what show?
Just end the fucking episode.
I'm about to.
What
Bye,
show,
everyone!
What show are we watching?
Sky Wizards Academy.
No!
Thank you so much for tuning in to the Weekly Weebs podcast.
We'll be back next week with more exciting anime talk.
Make sure to join us every show to stay up to date with what's going on in the world of anime. We'll catch you next time.